Very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bayside Sports School Dads Cricket Championship. We're coming to you live from the Air India Cricket Ground in Santa Cruz, KALINA, Mumbai. This matchup taking place between the JNS Toros and the JNS Mustangs. It was the JNS Toros. They won the toss, elected to field first. So the Mustangs are batting at the moment. It's going to be Shobhan Parekh bowling to Vishal Majumdar. Action time out here at the Air India Cricket Ground. The expectations are that this encounter will be a mouth-watering one. They're all dads, fathers playing out there. More often than not, they have their children's names on their jerseys. Shobhan Parekh to Vishal Majumdar. Here we go. First ball. Worked away on the onside. Gets off the mark straight away, does Vishal Majumdar. And he's coming back for the second. Will complete it easily in the end. Good running from the duo. First up. Runs straight away on the board for the JNS Mustangs. JNS Toros prefer chasing. Much better delivery. On the off stump. On a length. That's where you want to be. Shobhan to Vishal. Driven away through the offside. There is a man at the 30-yard circle at extra cover. Hence they get a single. Was standing on the 30-yard circle. So a ball hit to him. You can run a single. Now Devendra Sisodia on strike. Played away on the onside behind square. Running the first one gingerly because they know there was an easy two in there. Devendra Sisodia gets back for the second. Couple of twos in the over. A quick single as well. The blood circulation in the body must have become a lot more better now for the two batsmen. Nicely warmed up. Shobhan Parekh with the ball. Devendra Sisodia on strike. Behind, in front of point rather. Will pick up a single there with Devendra. Just pushed that one into the offside, Devendra. The decision to go for the run was a bit late. Now Vishal Majumdar. Down the leg side. The wicketkeeper hasn't collected the ball. But third man will get around and keep it down to a single by the looks of it. Completes the first over. 7 for no loss are the JNS Mustangs. Jekin Shah, the bowler, to share the new ball with Shobhan Parekh. Worked away down towards mid-on. No run there. It was Vishal on strike in the first ball of this over. Picked up a single and brought Devendra Sisodia back on strike. Worked away. This will go into the boundary for 4. Beat square leg and mid-wicket that were in the 30-yard circle. Was a full toss on leg stump. Had to be put away. Managed to do it, did Devendra Sisodia. So the first boundary of the innings for the JNS Mustangs coming from the bat of Devendra Sisodia. Poor delivery, punished. Got the treatment it deserved. And a much needed boundary for Devendra Sisodia. This time to the right, left of mid-on. Will pick up a quick single with Devendra Sisodia there. Good cricket so far from the JNS Mustangs openers. Both looking solid in the middle. Now it's going to be Vishal Majumdar on strike. Jekin Shah the bowler. Short ball. Ball stopped, got stuck in the wicket. Did not come out well from the wicket. He expected that ball to bounce a lot more, did the batsman Vishal Majumdar. Eventually playing over the line of the ball going underneath the bat. Surprise shot delivery from Jekin Shah. Down the leg side. Wicketkeeper does well to just get a bit of a glove. But the ball will probably trickle into the fence. Yes, it does. So 5 welcome runs by the looks of it for the JNS Mustangs. Down the leg side. Wicketkeeper tried his best but was not able to stop the ball. As a result of which a boundary conceded. 5 runs added to the total for the JNS Mustangs. Last ball of the second over. No run there. 2 overs have been completed. 18 for no loss are the JNS Mustangs. Shobhan Parekh. Vishal Majumdar on strike. JNS Mustangs are going along pretty well at the moment. The openers are still out there in the middle. Shobhan Parekh to Vishal Majumdar. Last ball of the third over. Will pick up a single into the offside. 3 overs have been bowled. 26 for no loss are the JNS Mustangs. Looks like we have a bowling change. It's going to be Tejas Dharia, the man with the ball in hand. This is the Bayside Sports School Dads Cricket Championship. We're coming to you live from the Air India Cricket Ground in Santa Cruz, KALINA, Mumbai. This is the 10th edition of the tournament. 10 successful years. Tejas Dharia to Vishal Majumdar. Full toss on leg stump. Straight to the man at fine leg. Square leg rather. In the 30-yard circle. Asking the question is Vishal Majumdar from the umpires. Was a full toss. Was it above the waistline was the question. By the looks of it, he's been given out. So Vishal Majumdar will have to walk back to the sheds. And the first wicket down for the JNS Mustangs at the score of 26. Tejas Dharia gets a wicket of a poor delivery. And the JNS Toros are delighted to see the back of Vishal Majumdar. 3.1 overs, 26 for 1 are the JNS Mustangs. Tejas Dharia to the new batsman Jaisal Tucker. Jaisal puts that full toss away for 4. It deserved the treatment. That's exactly what Vishal Majumdar needed to do. Jaisal Tucker just showing the way. Vishal Majumdar would be livid with himself. Was a similar delivery that he got out to. But Jaisal Tucker puts that full toss away into the square leg boundary. As opposed to Vishal Majumdar who got caught out at square leg. So Jaisal Tucker off the mark with a boundary. That'll make him feel a lot more better in the middle. Driven away through the offside. There is a man in the deep. He'll keep it down to a single. Now Devendra Sisodia on strike. White signal there by the umpire. Tejas Dharia. Much better delivery. Straight to mid-on. No run there for Devendra Sisodia. These are the last 2 balls of the mandatory power play overs. Straight back to the bowler. Long off is in position apparently. So he shall keep it down to a single. Don't forget it was the JNS Toros. They won the toss, elected to field first. Prefer chasing on this ground. Jaisal Tucker on strike. Pulled away into the onside. Square leg and mid-wicket both chasing the ball, but the ball will win the race in the end. Very good shot from Jaisal Tucker to end the power play on a high. 37 for 1. After 4 overs are the JNS Mustangs. Fetched it from well outside the line of the off stump. That's what made the shot special. Although Tejas Dharia picked up a wicket, the over proving to be a tad expensive. 11 runs coming off that over. Power play done and dusted with 37 for 1 are the JNS Mustangs. Devendra Sisodia on strike. Jekin Shah now bowling from the pavilion end. Well bowled, well played. Straight to the man at point. No run there for Devendra Sisodia. JNS Mustangs would be happy with the way the power play is fared for them. Although they lost their opener Vishal Majumdar. Other than that, it's been pretty good. Sedate start, one might say, for the JNS Mustangs. Well bowled, Jekin Shah. Ball coming back in. He's given him. The umpire has given him. He walks, does Devendra Sisodia. Got a bit of an inside edge, bottom edge probably. Let's take a closer look at this. The only thing it might have hit was the inside edge. Devendra Sisodia looked behind at the wicketkeeper. Wasn't looking at the umpire because he knew that the dreaded finger was coming up probably. And the second wicket down for the JNS Mustangs. Suddenly, the scoreboard looks a lot more prettier for the JNS Toros after seeing the back of Devendra Sisodia. 37 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs after 4.2 overs. Now Jimmy Shah, the new batsman on strike. Jekin Shah, the bowler. JS to JS. Jekin Shah to Jimmy Shah. Good start for Jekin Shah there. Ball holding in the wicket and leaving the right-hander. Jimmy Shah was surprised with that delivery. Was a very good ball. Now the fourth ball of the over. Cut away over the top of the infield. And the ball will go into the boundary for 4. 3 fielders were converging on that ball. Point. Sweeper on the offside. Third man. Neither of them could get to it. That's how well it was placed, was the shot. At first I felt he got more the bottom of the bat. Just might have been the case. But this boundary will ease the nerves for Jimmy Shah. Opens his account with a boundary. Pushed away down towards mid-off now. In fact, there is long off in place. He will get a single, will Jimmy Shah, and bring Jaisal Tucker on strike to face the last ball of the over. Jaisal Tucker marking the off stump as well. Jekin Shah to Jaisal Tucker. Here we go. Wide will be the signal there. Poor delivery from Jekin Shah. Has already bowled a short and wide ball, which was put away by Jimmy Shah. Needs to be a lot more tighter around the off stump. Right up there in the block hole. Digging it away for a single down to long on here. 5 overs have been completed. 44 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs. Parab now to Jaisal Tucker. Left alone by Jaisal Tucker there. Parab opting to bowl with the cap on. Looks like he's going to bowl leg spin and then just fires the ball in. Parab, that is. There in his hand, he's practicing leg spinners. Finally bowls one. Tossed up. Miss hit there by Jaisal Tucker. wanting to play that more towards extra cover. Got more of the outer edge of the bat. Ball went down to point. All he managed was a single there, thanks to a misfield by the fieldsman at point. Now Jimmy Shah on strike. Down the leg side will be signalled a wide. So Neeraj Parab firing that ball in, wanting to bowl it straight on the stumps, drifting in line. Gets through his overs very quickly, does Neeraj Parab, if you'll observe. Does not give the batsman any time, any breathing space. Was that an opportunity that went down? Might have been, because he was a bit disappointed with himself, was Neeraj Parab. Tossed up. Down towards long off for a single by Jimmy Shah. I believe he's bowled this over within 2 minutes. You're allotted 4 minutes per over. Tossed up. Short ball pulled away by Jaisal Tucker all the way. Cameraman did not pick it up properly. Couple of runs to end the 6th over. 49 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs. Harish Shroff, the new bowler introduced into the attack. Gentle medium pace. Down the ground by Jimmy Shah. They're coming back for the second. Very good running there by Jaisal Tucker and Jimmy Shah. Jaisal was running to the danger end. He made it comfortably in the end. Harish Shroff has Dawn written behind his shirt, and Nelson as well on the board. .2 overs, 51 for 2. JNS Mustangs. Pushed away into the offside, straight to extra cover there. Now Jaisal Tucker on strike. Quiet over so far by Harish Shroff. Played away into the offside for a single by Jaisal Tucker. It's going to be Jimmy Shah to face the last ball of the 7th over. Pushed away into the offside. Straight to extra cover. 7 overs have been bowled. 54 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs. Parab, the bowler, leg spinner, tossed up, swept away by Jimmy Shah into the deep for a single to square leg. Jimmy Shah batting on a run ball 11. Jaisal Tucker 14 of 9. Both looking good in the middle. This partnership now developing for the JNS Mustangs. Tossed up again. Goes over extra cover. Fieldsman in the deep, sweeping on the offside, will keep it down to a single. Now Jimmy Shah on strike. Parab looking to bowl his leg spinners. He's giving it a lot of air. Tossed up. Goes big through mid-wicket. Finds the gap probably. Fieldsman at deep mid-wicket. Does really well. Sticks his boot out and stops the ball from going into the boundary. Very good fielding by the fieldsman out there in the deep. Certainly saved a couple of runs for his side. Jimmy Shah on strike. Flatter in trajectory. Pushed away from the front of the arm. No wrist there. Worked away on the onside for a quick single. Jimmy Shah with that single. Smartly done. Now a ball to come in the 8th. Jaisal Tucker on strike. Pulled away. Down towards deep square leg for a single. Will end the 8th over. 60 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs. Harish Shroff, the bowler, will be bowling to Jaisal Tucker. 8 over 60 is not a bad score for a start, that is. Goes down the ground, does Jaisal Tucker. Down towards long on for a single. Harish Shroff. Now to Jimmy Shah. Well bowled, well played. Was a good delivery there. In the good length area. On off stump. Given respect there by Jimmy Shah. Extra bounce defeating Jimmy Shah there. Was surprised with the bounce. Ball stuck in the wicket. Did not quite leave the wicket. Bit of advice coming in from Jaisal Tucker to Jimmy Shah. Not quite sure what the conversation is. But there's definitely a plan that's being rung in. Worked away on the onside this time by Jimmy Shah. He'll pick up a single and bring Jaisal Tucker now on strike. Worked away. Down towards fine leg. Running the first one hard. He's coming back for the second. Jimmy Shah might probably go back for the third. No, they decide against it. 2 runs added to the total for the JNS Mustangs and Jaisal Tucker. Now a ball to come in the 9th. Driven away. Through the offside this time. 9 overs have been completed. 65 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs. Jaisal Tucker tossed up by Neeraj Parab. Now Jimmy Shah on strike. Neeraj Parab tossed up, swept away into the deep to the man at square leg. Will pick up a single, will Jimmy. Neeraj Parab tossed up again, goes over the top. Does Jaisal Tucker, finds a much needed boundary. The boundaries had dried up. Neeraj Parab tossing this one up. Was ready for the toss up was Jaisal Tucker. Stepped out, and what was good that he hit it flat rather than high. Hit it flat over the bowler's head that day before. Very good shot from Jaisal Tucker. Sensible shot. Now pushing in that one through. Single there for Jaisal Tucker. Jimmy Shaw strike. Worked away on the onside, running the first one hard. Will settle down for the single. A ball to come in the 10th over. 73 for 2. Well bowled, Neeraj Parab. Very well bowled. 10 overs have been bowled here. 73 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs. We'll take a short drinks break and bring you live action in 4 minutes from now. Thank you. Jai Bigani. New bowler introduced into the attack. Jimmy Shaw on strike. Pulled away. Pulled away into the gap. That will go for 4. Very good start here after the drinks break for the JNS Mustangs and Jimmy Shaw. That was a fantastic shot. Let's take a look at this. Marginally short outside the line of the off stump. Was a special shot at the end of it all because he dragged it from outside the line of the off stump and played it down to square leg for 4. Terrific strike from Jimmy Shaw. JNS Mustangs move on to 77 now for 2. Both these batsmen now set in the middle. Jimmy Shaw batting on 21 of 20. Jaisal Tucker 26 of just 18 balls. This is a good partnership flourishing between the two. Outside the line of the off stump, beaten there. Jimmy Shaw. 40 is the partnership now of just 36 balls. Good healthy partnership to develop from here. Pushed away into the offside, running the first one hard. Jaisal Tucker's coming back. And they complete the second run easily in the end. Very good placement there off the back foot. Besides extra cover, long off having to do the tidying up. Jai Begani right up there in the block hole. That was a very good straight drive by Jimmy Shaw. It went and hit the stumps, knocked out the off peg. There would have been a couple of runs or maybe at least a single there. Not to be the case. Straight back to the bowler that time. Outside the line of the off stump, driven away. Straight to extra cover for a single. 11 overs have been completed. 80 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs. Jimmy Shaw on strike. Harish Shroff, the bowler, outside the line of the off stump, will be signalled a wide there by the umpire. Off spinner this time. Played away into the onside. Now Jaisal Tucker on strike. Harish Shroff, the bowler, coming inside the line of the ball to access the onside. He has found a gap, but there is deep mid-wicket who'll get along and cut it down and keep it down to a couple of runs. Good running from Jaisal Tucker there. He's run hard between the wickets as Jaisal. Going at a decent strike rate so far is Jaisal Tucker. 28 of just 19 balls now for him. Just goes to show you how he has injected some urgency in the scoring of the JNS Mustangs. Harish Shroff, economical so far, going at 6 runs per over. Goes over the top, down the ground towards long on for a single. Now Jimmy Shah. This partnership is flourishing for the JNS Mustangs. These are good signs for the men in royal blue. Goes over the top. There is long on there. Luckily for him, it goes a couple of bounces to him. Goes on a couple of bounces to him rather than on the full. Jimmy Shah flirting with danger there. But now Jaisal Tucker. Harish Shroff, the bowler. Bit of an inside edge there. Wanted to hit that a little too hard on the onside. Mistimed it horribly in the end. Jaisal Tucker. Now Jimmy Shah back on strike. Well bowled. Very well bowled. Harish Shroff. Beat him in the air there. Beat him off the deck there. Wicket keeper did not collect it cleanly. 12 overs have been bowled. 87 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs. Jai Bigani right up there in the block hole. Single for Jaisal Tucker. They've decided to take the power play in the 14th and the 15th over apparently. Have the JNS Mustangs. The rules of power play are different in this tournament. Once again, pitching it right up there. Worked away down towards deep mid-wicket. Will get a single with Jimmy Shah. The first 4 overs are mandatory power play overs. Thereafter, there's a batting power play over to be had in between the 11th and the 16th. The batting side can take it at any time. If they don't take it by the 15th and the 16th by default become power play overs. Down the leg side. That was perilously close to the leg stump. He walked to the off stump there, did Jaisal Tucker. That's exactly what the bowler is indicating to the umpire. that ball was perilously close to the leg stump. In a standing position that would have hit his pads. Jai Begani. Bottom edge there. Not able to time that drive. Jaisal Tucker. They still managed to squeeze in a single. Now Jimmy Shaw on strike. They're looking good to reach somewhere in between 150, 160. They'll be happy with that total. Well, the JNS Mustangs by the looks of it. Goes over the top, long off his position there. Will take it on a couple of bounces, will long off. And they're coming back for the second. This is very good running by Jaisal Tucker and Jimmy Shaw. Jaisal pushing Jimmy there. What looked like being an easy single has been converted into a couple of runs. This is what you want to see by the batting unit. This partnership doing really well now for the JNS Mustangs. Running between the wickets is the key. They've stolen a run there. Have the duo. Steps down. Down towards long on for a single here. They're always searching for a couple of runs. This duo of Jaisal Tucker and Jimmy Shaw. Now Jaisal Tucker to face the last ball of the 13th. Down the leg side, flicked away nonchalantly. Catch goes down. What's worse is to rub salt into the wounds. The ball goes into the ropes for 4. An opportunity goes a-begging. Jaisal Tucker gets a life. Flicked that one. Straight to square leg in the deep. And he juggles the ball, does the fieldsman in the deep. 13 overs have been bowled. 98 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs with the power play taken. Jekin Shah to bowl the first power play over. Will be bowling to Jimmy Shaw. They want to put this foot on the accelerator here. Do the JNS Mustangs. Goes over the top. And one bounce into the rope. She went for 4. That's exactly why they've taken the power play. 2 set batsmen in the middle. Making merry. The first ball itself parked away to the mid-wicket boundary. Let's take a look at this. Outside, in fact, on the off and middle stump. And he played it beautifully in the end. Flicked it. Heaved it. Nonchalantly there did Jimmy Shaw. That's a very good start in the power play. 100 coming up as well with that boundary for the JNS Mustangs. Going down the leg side always. Was that full toss? Jimmy Shaw missed a full toss there. Would be a bit disappointed with himself. had the opportunity to get back to ball there. There would have been runs for the taking. Jimmy Shah batting on 34 now of 33. The intent in this power play will be to up the ante. They've been proactive and taken it in the 14th over rather than leaving it to the 15th and the 16th. Goes over the top of mid-on here for 4. One bounce for 4 again. Jimmy Shah is turning it on out here at the Air India Cricket Ground. Superbly done. Was pitched up. Outside the line of the off stump. He has dragged it from there and played it over mid-on. That is a fantastic hit. Almost went over the line. Jimmy Shah has now raced on to 38 of 34. Goes once again in that region, this time towards mid-wicket. Again, a one bounce boundary. 3 one bounce boundaries here for Jimmy Shah in this very over. Taking full toll of the power play at the moment is Jimmy Shah. This was a cleaner hit, a more confident hit from outside the line of the off stump. Has the habit of heaving balls at the moment. Jimmy Shah coming into his own. Scoreboard has raced on to 110. 12 runs have come of this over so far. Couple of balls to come in the 14th. Short ball, inside edge, beats the wicketkeeper. And he's coming back for the second is Jimmy Shah. Very good running by Jimmy. Recognized that the ball is stopping in the outfield. Came back for the second. It's been all Jimmy Shah in this over so far. 14 runs coming off it. A ball to come now in the 14th. Oh, one shot. That's disappointing. Which means that it's only a single there. Believe Jimmy did not put his bat properly in for the first run. In the hurry to come back for the second. Steps out, goes through the offside. Mid-off will take it on the bounce. And that misfield will give Jimmy a single. 14 overs have been bowled. 112 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs. Goes over the top again, does Jimmy Shah. This time for a single down to long on. Shobhan Parekh, who took the new ball, has been called upon to bowl in the power play. Jaisal Tucker, the man on strike. Jaisal hasn't quite had strike in the power play. It's all been Jimmy all along. Can Jaisal make this over his own? Or will he just give the strike back to Jimmy? Let's take a look at this. Goes over the top of extra. In fact, 2 extra cover. And extra cover could not catch that ball. As a result of which the ball speeds into the boundary for 4. Jaisal Tucker manages to find a boundary. Squeeze that one. It was an opportunity for extra cover, but he could not take that catch. And the ball went into the ropes. 117 for 2 now are the JNS Mustangs. What a scintillating partnership this has been for them. Bit of a misfield by the wicketkeeper, and they were wanting to come through for a single. Common sense prevailing. They did not take it. '80 is the partnership of just 61 balls. That is a terrific partnership. They have injected momentum into this innings of the JNS Mustangs. Down the leg side, played away fine. And the ball will go into the ropes for 4. JNS Mustangs, Jaisal Tucker is coming to the party along with Jimmy Shah in the power play. Couple of boundaries to his name now. They're making this power play count. Is this duo of Jaisal Tucker and Jimmy Shah. Jaisal has quickly raced on to 40 now. Creamed away through extra cover this time. Jaisal Tucker, he's in the zone at the moment. That's exactly what you want to see in the power play. I earlier said, can Jaisal Tucker make this over his own in the power play? And he's doing that just like Jimmy did in the first over of the power play. Pitched up, superbly driven. The timing was spot on. The placement was precise. Threaded the needle there. Very good shot. Now a ball to come in the power play. 3 boundaries in this over. 3 boundaries in the previous over. 24 runs coming in the power play. Only of boundaries. Goes through towards mid-off for a single. Does Jaisal Tucker. Power play done and dusted with here. 126 for 2 are the JNS Mustangs. Parab to Jaisal Tucker. Jaisal Tucker is a run away from reaching a half century. Pushed away into the offside. There it is. Jaisal Tucker. Take a bow. Very well played. 50 of just 30 balls. They've come to witness a mouth-watering encounter between these two. We're already doing so, particularly with the batting unit. JNS Mustangs are going along very well at the moment. They're looking good to reach 170 now. Tossed up. That's it for Jimmy Shah. He wanted to complete his half century on a high with a maximum probably, but unable to put bat to ball there. Smart bowling by Neeraj Parab. Tossed up. Well outside the line of the off stump. The wicketkeeper does well there to gather the ball and get the stumps out. And Jimmy Shah, his innings comes to a closure. Very well played, Jimmy. 45 of just 38. He's done his team proud. 127 for 3 after 15.2 overs are the JNS Mustangs. Now Jairaj Bisht has come in to replace Jimmy Shah. Wide signal there by the umpire. Tossed up generously there. Jairaj Bisht gets off the mark with a single down to deep mid wicket. Jaisal Tucker exactly on 50 of just 30 balls. Neeraj Parab the bowler. Well bowled Neeraj Parab. Jaisal Tucker eyeing the square leg region. Pushed away. Looking to cut that one. Unable to put bat to ball the Jaisal Tucker. Very good over so far by Neeraj Parab. Only 3 runs coming off it and a wicket. Tossed up. Goes big. Does Jaisal Tucker down the ground. All the way for 4. Good shot by Jaisal Tucker there. Stepping out after seeing the flight in the air. And making the play against Neeraj Parab. Let's take a look at this shot. Stepping out. Going exactly straight over the bowler's head. And long gone out there, although was very straight, had no chance to cut it out. That's how good that shot was. The timing on that one was beautiful. 133 for 3 are the JNS Mustangs after 16 overs. Jairaj Bisht on strike. Jai Bigani the bowler. The number of J's in this match is unbelievable. Now we'll have again Jaisal Tucker on strike. Another J. All three J's in action at the moment. Team name is also J, is what I'm being told by Yash, our lovely digital scorer, bringing you the action live. Outside the line of the off stump, driven away straight to extra cover. Will pick up a single there, will Jaisal Tucker. He's struggling to run at the moment, is Jaisal Tucker, yet picking up the quick singles. He's pulled up something in his legs. We have an able doctor in the form of Dr. Mahima Chichani, who will have a look at him once he comes back to the sheds. Now Jairaj Bisht on strike. What happened there? I missed it. I'll have to see it on the replay. Boundary nevertheless for the JNS Mustangs. Jai Bigani the bowler. Jairaj Bisht was on strike. Okay, it beat him, went down the legs, in between the legs of the wicketkeeper. He was on his knees. Can you believe it? All the way for 4. Bye signal, rightly so there by the umpire. That's gone in the wicketkeeper's columns as a boundary. Jai Bigani to Jairaj Bisht. Looking to go over the top of the offside there, Jairaj Bisht unable to put bat to ball. The ball was there to be hit. Just did not put bat to ball properly there. This is the Bayside Sports School Dads Cricket Championship Season 10. We're coming to you live from the Air India Cricket Ground in Santa Cruz, KALINA, Mumbai. Straight to mid-wicket there. Jaisal Tucker will come back for the second, seeing the fumble. This is very good running by Jaisal Tucker. Jairaj Bisht now on strike. Outside the line of the off stump. Wicketkeeper fumbles. They pick up a single due to that. Now Jaisal Tucker batting on 55 of 34 on strike. Final delivery of the 17th. We are in the death. The only boundary that has come so far in this over has come in the form of byes. Can Jaisal Tucker change it on this last ball? Standing on off stump now, Jaisal Tucker. Now on middle stump. Was looking to come inside the line of the ball. Jai Bigani did not want to bowl that ball after seeing him move early in the... before he could come into his stride, delivery stride that is. But clearly, they made the move straight away. A man from the offside is going on to the onside because they believe that he's eyeing the onside as Jaisal Tucker, just strengthening the onside field. Full toss will be a no ball. And what's worse is that the ball has gone for 4. 5 runs here now, added to the total for the JNS Mustangs. And Jaisal Tucker So exactly what I spoke about. Can Jaisal Tucker turn around this over and get a boundary of the bat? He does. Off the no ball. Free hit coming up, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we watch cricket, to see free hits in T20 cricket. Come on, Jaisal. He's gone big but hasn't connected all that well. Running the first one hard. They're coming back for the second here. Jaisal Tucker. The throw is to his end. He will be run out here in the end. Was struggling with the running. Was Jaisal Tucker. They shouldn't have gone back for the second because he was batting so well in the middle. But we'll see fresh legs in the middle now as this terrific knock from Jaisal Tucker comes to an end. Jaisal was struggling with the running out there really. And it showed in that second run. And with that, the over comes to a closure. The only way that you can get out on a free hit is run out, and that's what happened here. Well played. Take a bow, Jaisal Tucker. 59 of just 35 balls. Has entertained one and all with his batting. And has taken JNS Mustangs to a very healthy total of 149. 3 overs to come. Looking good for 180 here. But 2 new batsmen. Let's see how they fare from here. Harish Shroff the bowler. Jairaj Bisht the batsman. 2 new batsmen in the death. Not what you want to see as a batting unit. Going down the leg side, says the umpire. Jairaj Bisht now gives way to Vikas Linga. JNS Mustangs. So far so good for them. The 150 comes up in the first ball of the 18th over. Harish Shroff. What does he have in store for us in his final over? Has bowled economically so far as Harish. Given away only 17 in his 3.1 overs. Swung away on the onside. Straight to deep mid-wicket. A single here for Vikas Linga. He gets off the mark. Goes big on the onside. Does Jairaj Bisht. Will only pick up a single though. Was a good shot for one. A little to the left of mid-wicket and that would have gone into the boundary. Now Vikas Linga. Looking to go big, missing the ball altogether. He's just walked into bat. Still the endeavour is to get the boundaries. They have 6 wickets in the tank. I would like to believe that they're 2 genuine batsmen, Jairaj Bisht and Vikas Linga. Harish Shroff to Vikas Linga. That'll be it for Vikas Linga. He steps out, misses a straight ball. And the wicketkeeper does the rest. Let's take a closer look at exactly what happened. He stepped out, missed the off spinner, and the ball went on to hit the off stump. Very well bowled there by Harish Shroff, beating Vikas Linga on the second occasion this time. This time the ball going on to the stumps. And the JNS Mustangs lose their fifth wicket for the score of 152 with a ball to come in the 18th. Rohit Saraf gets off the mark with a single. 18 overs have been completed. 153 for 5 are the JNS Mustangs. Shobhan Parekh, the man with the ball in hand. Rohit Saraf, the batsman. 19th over, Shobhan Parekh to bowl it. Well bowled, Shobhan Parekh, hitting the top of off, pitching on in the good length region. He celebrates dancing. This was a very good ball. Rohit Saraf just facing his second delivery, looking to swipe across the line. Unable to put bat to ball there. And the off stump pegged back. So the JNS Mustangs losing wickets in the death. They would have wanted to see runs coming in the death, but they came more in the middle overs when the partnership between Jimmy Shah and Jaisal Tucker was going strong. Thereafter, things have looked a little shabby for the JNS Mustangs, and they're clawing their way back into the match are the JNS Toros. Manoj Bidwai now will be on strike. Shobhan Parekh the bowler. 153 for 6 are the JNS Mustangs. Cut away. There is a man in the deep. He'll keep it down to a single. Manoj Bidwai now gives way to Jairaj Bisht. Ten balls to go in the innings. 170, can they get there? They were looking good at one point to reach 180. But they've lost wickets whilst going after the ball. Goes over the top and finds the boundary. Very good shot there by Jairaj Bisht. That's exactly what they want, the JNS Mustangs. They need boundaries towards the death. And finally, Jairaj Bisht coming into his own. Superbly done over extra. Not an easy shot to play. He did that nonchalantly in the end. And the JNS Mustangs move on to 158. 3 balls to come in the 19th. Goes over the top. Into the offside. Well done by the fieldsman in the deep. But they're coming back for the second here. Had to run around in circles for once was Jairaj Bisht because Manoj Bidwai came in between him. But made the run eventually. Did not want to do a Jaisal Tucker there because he went run out, injured in his leg. 160 up for the JNS Mustangs. 2 balls to go in the 19th. Goes over the top. Does Jairaj Bisht here. Fieldsman at deep mid wicket trying to get to the ball, but long on does the tidying up. And they pick up a couple of runs here. Does Jairaj Bisht. He's looking good in the middle now. Is Jairaj Bisht batting on 13 of just 10. A ball to come now in the penultimate over. 162 on the board. Shobhan Parekh to Jairaj Bisht. Last ball of the 19th. Goes big, very big. High and handsome all the way for 6. That was a strong shot from Jairaj Bisht. He took full toll of that delivery. Wasn't a bad ball. On a length outside the line of the off stump. Take a look at this. He banged it, slammed it, thrashed it, all the way for 6. Finally completes the 19th over on a very big high. Does Jairaj Bisht. 168 for 6 are the JNS Mustangs after 19. Last over going to be bowled here by Jai Bigani. Manoj Bidwai on strike. What can he do with the bat? The way Jairaj Bisht is striking the ball, he would be better served giving him the strike. But he will still attempt to go big. The field's well spread out here. Goes big, gets a top edge. And the sweeper in the deep can't get to it. Eventually long off will get to the ball. But they'll pick up a couple of runs in between. Will Manoj Bidwai and Jairaj Bisht. 170 up now. So the 180 that they were eyeing is on the cards. 5 balls, 10 runs. Can they get there? Manoj Bidwai also looking to go big from the other end. Jai Bigani to Manoj Bidwai. Goes downtown towards long on here. Thinking about coming back for the second. Deciding against it eventually. More importantly, Jairaj Bisht is on strike. Jairaj Bisht has come into his own with his big hitting. That 6 was a very special hit over long off. Goes big through the onside. Has he timed this or what? The ball has gone to long on. He drops it. Looked like going out of the ground with that shot. Not to be the case. Got the elevation, not the distance. On that occasion did Jairaj Bisht. Manages only a single. His teammates telling him you should have been on strike. But it's Manoj Bidwai now. He goes big, does Manoj Bidwai. How well has he timed this? Not big enough, but the ball will go into the ropes of 4. Poor fielding there by the fieldsman in the deep mid-wicket. Dropping a catch. Should have been taken. Went straight down the throat of deep mid-wicket. He need not have moved there. All he needed to do was take the catch. But to rub salt into the wounds, he drops the catch and the ball goes into the boundary for 4. These are important runs for the JNS Mustangs. They're making it count at the moment. Outside edge found now. Third man is in the 30-yard circle. Will this ball go into the ropes? Yes, it will. 10 runs coming and 8 runs coming of the last 2 balls. Consecutive boundaries coming here from the bat of Manoj Bidwai this time. Looking to drive that through extra. Luckily got an outside edge. And the ball went into the boundary for 4. Very good batting here by Manoj Bidwai towards the end of the innings. 2 streaky boundaries. However they come, as long as they come runs, they're at a premium. A ball to go, 180 reach for the JNS Mustangs. That's the score they were eyeing. And that's the score they've reached comfortably in the end. Jai Bigani to bowl the final ball of the innings. It's going to be the big man Manoj Bidwai on strike. Can he finish on a high here? Jairaj Bisht is running the first one hard. He wants to come back for the second. He's coming back for the second on the throw and will be run out in the end. So 181 is what they manage. Do the JNS Mustangs. And the score is a very healthy one for the Mustangs. Could not complete the second there. And a run out nevertheless. That's fine on the final delivery as long as you were trying to increase the number of runs on the board. "20 overs have been completed. 181 for 7. We'll just get you the math summary. The innings summary rather. JNS Mustangs were put into bat by the JNS Toros. Jaisal Tucker played very well for his 60 of 36 balls. Jimmy Shah as well gave him good company, 45 of 39 balls. Jairaj Bisht played really well towards the end, 20 of 12. Manoj Bidwai played his hand of 13 of just 6. In the bowling department, Tejas Dharia picked up a wicket. Parab picked up a wicket in his 4 overs, giving away 26 runs. Harish Raw bowled his 4 overs economically, 20 for 1. And Shobhan Parekh was a tad expensive. In his 4 overs, gave away 43 runs and picked up a wicket. So when the JNS Toros come into bat, they'll need 182 runs in their allotted 20 overs. A mouth-watering contest awaits us, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 15 minutes from now with the second innings. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the chase. JNS Toros batting now. They need 187 totally in their allotted 20 overs. Rohit Saraf for the JNS Mustangs starting off with the ball. Kunal Zaveri and Manish Parikh, the two openers in the middle. Kunal Zaveri, the man on strike, yet to get off the mark. So far, so good for Rohit Saraf. Getting some movement in the air. He's probably found the fieldsman there. Well taken. Superb catch. Got the top edge. Was looking to go big over the bowler's head. Unable to time that. Did Kunal Zaveri. He was yet to open his account. Looking to go more towards mid-on. Long on there. The leading edge takes it to mid-off. Well taken. Take a look at that catch. Very well done by the fieldsman. May have been Jaisal Tucker, the fielder there probably. And the first wicket down for the JNS Toros. At the score of 1. Kunal Zaveri goes for a golden duck. And the JNS Toros have been pegged back early on in the game. JNS Mustangs, they will not complain. They would be delighted to see that wicket of the opener Kunal Zaveri. Last ball of the first over. New batsman Shreyas Desai on strike. Facing up to Rohit Saraf. Well bowled, well played. First over done and dusted with. 1 for 1 in 1 are the JNS Toros. Hitesh Patel to Manish Parikh. Straight to extra cover. Misfield. They should come back for the second here. Will do that easily in the end. Jaisal Tucker struggling in the field as well now. Got an injury while batting. It has still persisted. Hitesh Patel, the man with the ball in hand. Manish Parekh, the man with the ball, with the bat in hand. Looking to squeeze that on the onside, unable to put bat to ball, I believe. Leg by signal there by the umpire. Did not bounce as much as he expected. Manish Parekh there. Outside the line of the off stump, beaten there. Shreyas Desai. So far, so good for the JNS Mustangs. Made 186. Have started off well with the ball so far. These are the power play overs. JNS Toros struggling to get boundaries in the power play so far. They've also lost a wicket. They need to stitch a partnership here to the JNS Toros. Well bowled, well played. No run there. 2 overs have been completed. 4 for 1 are the JNS Toros. Outside the line of the off stump, beaten. Manish Parekh, 3 of 7. Rohit Saraf has started this over well. Manish practicing leaving that ball. Outside the line of the off stump, very well bowled by Rohit Saraf. Manish Parekh is ball finding at the moment. Seems to be struggling in the middle at the moment is Manish Parekh. Beaten on successive deliveries here. 2 and 2 for the bowler. JNS Mustangs. They would be very happy with the way proceedings are going on at the moment. No momentum whatsoever so far. 14 balls have been bowled in the innings. Only 4 runs on the board. Manish Parekh needs to find the boundary here. Bowled him. Forget about the boundary. That's not coming. Rohit Saraf has his number. He's beaten him on the 3rd time. This time the ball on the stumps. You miss, I hit is the anthem with what Rohit Saraf bowled this ball. Take a look at this delivery. Straight ball, playing down the wrong line as his poles ruptured. And Manish Parikh's short stay at the crease comes to an end. Second wicket down for the JNS Toros. Both their openers back in the dugout. As the scoreboard reads 4 for 2 after 2.3 overs. Rohit sir after the new batsman Harish Shroff. Dawn written on his t-shirt. Can he bat like a Dawn? Is the question. He fared decently well with the ball, did Harish Shroff. Now has bat in hand. Batting at number 4. Score only reads 4 in 2.4 overs. Rohit Saraf coming into bowl to Harish Shroff. Outside edge, in fact glided it. There are 2 slips waiting for the catch. This is very good captaincy by the captain of the JNS Mustangs. Employing 2 slips. They mean business tonight, do the JNS Mustangs. 187 the target. .182 is the target, I beg your pardon. Rohit. The target is 183, another correction. 3 overs have been bowled. 4 for 2 are the JNS Toros. Well bowled, well played. Shreyas Desai. Hitesh Patel. Outside edge found there. Running the first one hard. Will settle down for the single. This is the last over of the power play. They're relatively 2 new batsmen at the crease. Harish Shroff yet to get off the mark. JNS Mustangs have the match in their hands. Can JNS Toros turn it around with the bat? Worked away down towards mid-on. No run there. Harish Shroff yet to register a run alongside his name. This is the Bayside Sports School Dads Cricket Championship Season 10. We're coming to you live from the Air India Cricket Ground here in Santa Cruz, KALINA, Mumbai. Well played. Harish Shroff. Very good bowling from the opening bowlers of the JNS Mustangs. Both Hitesh Patel and Rohit Saraf have kept it tight. Couple of balls to go now in the power play. Only 5 runs on the board. What's worse is they've lost a couple of wickets. Straight back to the bowler. No run there either. He's faced 6 balls now for no run. Shreyas Desai has faced the same number of balls for a single. Hitesh Patel. Last ball of the 4th over. Through the offside between cover point and extra cover. The ball will win the race. Good shot there. Much needed from Harish Shroff. JNS Toros would be hopeful that this gets them going. 4 overs have been bowled. 9 for 2 are the JNS Toros. Much needed boundary for the JNS Toros. Harish Shroff. Good timing there. Just in the nick of time, hit the ropes. Sunil Gavaskar used to love such boundaries where the fieldsman would be chasing the ball till the last moment and then the ball goes into the ropes. 4 overs, 9 for 2, JNS Toros. Gurmeet Singh Ahuja. Left arm seamer with the ball. This is an interesting move by the JNS Mustangs. Well bowled. The wicketkeeper does the rest. Shreyas Desai has missed a straight ball. The ball was coming in the air, left him off the deck. And Gurmeet Singh picks up a wicket. Third wicket to fall now for the JNS Toros. They're struggling in the middle at the moment. 9 for 3 is what the scoreboard reads after 4.2 overs for the JNS Toros. Gurmeet Singh to Tejas Dharia now. Right up there, given out. First bowler for Tejas Dharia. What are you doing, JNS Toros? They won the toss, elected to field first. They wanted to chase. But so far, it's a sorry looking batting card for this JNS Toros. Missing a straight ball altogether. Was plumb in front. Fourth wicket down now for the JNS Toros. Second wicket in the over for Gurmeet Singh. And the JNS Toros are only 9 for 4 after 4.3 overs. Gurmeet Singh now to Neeraj Parab. Driven through the offside. Driven well enough for 4. Much needed boundary for the JNS Toros. Coming from the bat of Neeraj Parab. That's the kind of intent you want to see in the batting of the JNS Toros. Let's hope this is the start of many more to come. Right up there for the drive. Goes full-blooded, does Neeraj Parab. And finds the boundary comfortably in the end. Man at long off had no chance. That's how well he struck the ball. The follow-through after he met the ball was a big one. Deflected down towards third man for a single. Neeraj Parab 5 of 2. Now Harish Shroff on strike. Harish as well has a boundary alongside his name. Gurmeet Singh to Harish Shroff. Goes over the top, does Harish Shroff. Fieldsmen are sweeping in the deep. We'll get to it. We'll get a couple of runs here. Will Harish Shroff. The fifth over comes to a closure. 16 for 4 are the JNS Toros. Now Jimmy Shah. Man with the ball in hand. Neeraj Parab on strike. Well bowled Jimmy Shah. Starts off with a dot. Beats the bat of Neeraj Parab there. Driven. Straight to long off for a single. "17 for 4. Sorry looking scorecard for the JNS Toros. Driven away to the man in the deep. Will get a single with Harish Shroff there. Brings Neeraj Parab now back on strike. JNS Mustangs would be delighted to see the way proceedings are going on at the moment. 87 balls, 165 runs to get. That is a lot of runs. Through the offside. Down towards third man. He's coming back for the second. Will complete it in the end. Will Neeraj Parab. Good running from Neeraj and Harish. Jimmy shot on Neeraj Parab. Outside the line of the off stump. Beaten there. Wide signal there by the umpire. Rightly so. That was besides the tram line. JNS Toros. They need to make the play. They have to find the boundaries. Neeraj Parab has come out with a lot of intent. Superbly deflected straight to backward point. No run there to be had. What's good to see about Neeraj Parab is he's come out wanting. He's come out hungry. He's come out searching. He wants to find the boundaries. He wants to make the play. He wants to take the attack to the JNS Mustangs. Right up there, driven away through the offside. Long off. Will get there. Entertaining thoughts to come back for the second. They should have come back for the second. There were 2 runs written all over that ball. But they don't. 6 overs have been completed. 22 for 4 are the JNS Toros. Gurmeet Singh now the man with the ball in hand. Neeraj Parab on strike. Goes big downtown, does Neeraj Parab. Long on will get around and keep it down to a single. Now Harish Shroff on strike. Gurmeet has a couple of wickets alongside his name. If I'm not wrong, got 2 wickets in 2 balls. Was on a hat-trick. Was Gurmeet Singh in the last over that he bowled. Played away into the offside for a single. Harish Shroff giving way now to Neeraj Parab. Glided away to third man for a single. Harish Shroff does well to get there. Oh, they're getting they're getting another run on the overthrow. That's good to see. Some urgency in the running. Neeraj Parab back on strike. Well bowled, well played by Neeraj Parab. 6.4 overs, 26 for 4 so far. JNS Toros. Tossed up, goes big here, does Neeraj Parab. Goes all the way for 6. Terrific strike here by Neeraj Parab. Took this ball on the volley and slammed it over the bowler's head. Take a look at this shot. Very special shot from Neeraj Parab. The follow through after the ball hit bat was splendid. And the ball landed up out of the ground. Well done, Neeraj Parab. That's exactly what I was talking about. Injecting some urgency and momentum into the batting. 7 overs have been bowled. 32 for 4 are the JNS Toros. Well bowled. Jairaj, the new bowler, into the attack. Jairaj Bisht, the new bowler, who has come into the attack. Neeraj Parab, the batsman. Well bowled by Jairaj Bisht on the stumps. That's the best place to bowl. Straight on the stumps. You open all modes of dismissals. .33 for 4, JNS Toros. This pair is putting up a fight. Neeraj Parab on strike. Outside the run of the off stump, looking to cut that one, unable to put bat to ball. Will pick up a single here. Will Neeraj Parab. Brings Harish Shroff back on strike. Bye signal there by the umpire, rightly so. No bat whatsoever goes into the wicketkeeper's account as runs. They hate giving byes, do wicketkeepers. Outside the run of the off stump, beaten there. Harish Shroff. So far so good for the JNS Mustangs. The match is in their control completely at the moment. Neeraj Parab is trying. Harish Shroff is trying as well. Harish Raw batting on 9 of 12. Needs to up the ante. Well bowled, Jairaj Bisht. Leg cutter there. Beating the batsman all ends up. Harish Shroff having no answer to that delivery bowled by Jairaj Bisht. Wide signal there by the umpire, rightly so. Jairaj Bisht. Getting his line wrong there. Now a ball to come in the 8th. Mr. Straight ball there was a sitting duck, Harish Shroff. 5th wicket down here for the JNS Toros. Very well bowled, Jairaj Bisht. We just spoke about the ball being kept onto the stumps. Opens all modes of dismissals. This is an example of that. Mr. Straight ball did Harish Shroff. He was plumb in front. Nowhere to go. 8 overs have been bowled. 35 for 5 are the JNS Toros. JNS Toros. Neeraj Parab on strike for them. Jimmy Shah the bowler. Outside the line of the off stump. Beaten all ends up. Neeraj Parab there. Jimmy Shah fared really well with the bat. Got 45 of just 39 if I'm not wrong. Yes. 5 fours he hit in that innings of his. Well bowled. Perilously close to the off stump. Manoj Bidwai, the wicketkeeper, allowing the ball to go by. This will be again byes. Bidwai has conceded a few byes so far behind the wicket. They have enough runs on the board to the JNS Mustangs. They need not worry. Even such runs they will be least bothered about. Neeraj Parab on strike, 18 of 16. He's trying to find the boundaries. Wide outside the line of the off stump. Jimmy Shah bowling it slower in the air. Neeraj Parab 18 of 16. Crashed away through the offside. All the way for 4. Very good shot there by Neeraj Parab. He has been desperately looking out for the boundaries. Finally manages to find one. Behind square this time. Jimmy shot to Neeraj Parab. Squeezed away through the offside. Third man giving chase. But probably in vain. No, he gets there in fact. Cameraman not getting it right there. 43 for 5. JNS Toros. So far it's come from Neeraj Parab. 23 of 18. He is looking out for boundaries with every ball. Worked away towards mid-wicket. Was a full toss on leg stump. Will pick up a couple of runs here. Will Neeraj Parab and the JNS Toros to go along with that. Now a ball to come in the 9th. 45 for 5 so far, JNS Toros. Goes through the offside hard and picks up a boundary, does Neeraj Parab. Very good ball striking from Neeraj Parab. He's the lone ranger fighting it out for them. Take a look at this shot. Jimmy Shah pitches this one up. Goes hard through extra. Manages to find the gap. Beats the man at short extra cover. And the ball was headed only in one direction, that was to the boundary. 9 overs have been bowled. 49 for 5 are the JNS Toros. Now Vikas Arora on strike. Jairaj Bisht being called back into the attack. Given away only a couple of runs and picked up a wicket in his first over. Down the leg side will be signalled a wide. Jairaj Bisht. Vikas Arora. New batsman on strike. Played away on the onside for a single. Now Neeraj Parab on strike. The man who's fighting it out for the JNS Toros. He needs some support from the other end. Can Vikas Arora lend it to him? Steps out, looking to go big down the ground. Misses the ball completely there. Does Neeraj Parab. Love the attitude of Neeraj Parab so far. There is so much of intent in his batting. He's looking to score with every passing ball. This time off the back foot into the offside. Will pick up a single here, will Neeraj Parab. And bring Vikas Arora now back on strike. Jairaj Bisht. Right up there. Pushed away to extra cover for a single. So far so good for the JNS Mustangs. Things have gone in their favour. First with the bat, now with the ball in hand. They've picked up 5 wickets within 10 overs. They have the JNS Toros on the mat. It's up to the JNS Toros from here on end to try and make a match out of this match. Superbly done there by Neeraj. All the way for 6. That was a full-blooded hit. He threw the kitchen sink at the ball. In complete control there was Neeraj Parab. Take a look at this. Right up there, goes big. Lost his balance in the bargain. But the connection was superb. Once again down towards long off. He misfields. 4 runs here. 10 runs coming of the last 2 balls. That's what they need to see, the JNS Toros. One man fighting it out. Can he get support from the other end? We'll have to wait and watch. Runs, as long as they keep coming, they will not complain, will the JNS Toros. 10 overs, 63 for 5 are the JNS Toros. We'll take a short drinks break and bring you live action in 4 minutes from now. Goes big, does Neeraj Parab. All the way for 6. What ball striking from Neeraj Parab. Brings up his half century in style. Devendra Sisodia flighting the ball there. Was asked to being hit, makes a bit of room for himself and swings those arms of his all the way into the night sky. She went and came down for 6. Neeraj Parab, 55 of just 29 balls. He's turning it on here at the Air India Cricket Ground. He's taking the fight to the JNS Mustangs. Devendra Sisodia, leg spinner. This time bowls the off spinner, goes straight over the top of Devendra's head. This one as well will go over the side screen. All the way for 6. Neeraj Parab, the man with some intent, ever since he's walked there to the crease. Take a look at that. That was for the photographers to take a picture of. What a shot. What a strike. Neeraj Parab, 61 of 30. He has single-handedly put the pressure back on the JNS Mustangs. They need 97 now of 52. Can Neeraj Parab script a different script altogether with the bat in hand? He needs to be out there till the very end. Just the way he's batting, anything can happen. He only needs support from the other end. Looking to go big through the onside. Beaten there. Manoj Bidwai asking the question to the square leg umpire. Given in favour of the batsman, that he was always in the popping crease. Devendra Sisodia proving a tad expensive here. Consecutive 6s coming in this over. Off the bowling of Devendra Sisodia. Neeraj Parab wanting to be cute there, asking for the question whether that was besides the tram line. The umpire says that was within the tram line. To be fair, Neeraj Parab had already walked well past the off stump, so he was really close to the ball. Outside edge probably there, and the ball's running into the boundary. Boundary signal there by the umpire. Neeraj Parab picks up another boundary. And the JNS Toros have found a man who is really turning it on out here at the Air India Cricket Ground. Can Vikas Arora be the man to give him support through till the end? We're going to have to wait and watch, but this looks like the last recognized pair for the JNS Toros. They've reached 90 now with the ball to come in the 12th. Devendra Sisodia to Neeraj Parab. It's amazing what intent can do. He has the right attitude while batting, does Neeraj Parab. All the other batsmen have struggled. He is the lone ranger who has gone about his business nonchalantly. Short ball, looking to pull that one. Beaten all ends up though. 12 overs have been bowled here. 91 for 5 are the JNS Toros. Hitesh Patel has been given the ball in the third over. Neeraj Parab on strike. Hitesh Patel the bowler. Neeraj Parab's looking fantastic in the middle. 65 of 34 balls. So far so good for him. JNS Toros clawing back into the match. Driven away on the up. Down to the man in the deep. Misfield will give them the second. Things are going in favor of Neeraj Parab in particular. JNS Toros. Suddenly they believe that they can get there. They believe that Neeraj Parab can take them there. Well bowled, Hitesh Patel. Leaving the right-handed Neeraj Parab there. Seldom seen, but the case there was beaten outside the line of the off stump. 89 runs of 45 balls. Very possible if Neeraj Parab stays out there. Great opportunity to make 100. Can he make a match-winning 100 though? Goes over the top of the offside. Down towards the man in the deep. They're coming back for the second here. They'll make it easily in the end. Good running from Vikas Arora. Was running to the danger end. Made it comfortably in the end. And what's more important is Neeraj Parab is back on strike. Neeraj Parab is a splendid batsman. 69 of 37. What batting. Under pressure. When nobody else is performing, he has stood up for them. Looking to crash that one through the offside. Unable to put bat to ball there. 87 of 44 balls. JNS Toros have found a man who believes in his ability. A ball to come now in the 13th. 87 runs of 43 balls. Can Neeraj Parab do it for them? Probably was disturbed in his delivery stride, choosing to pull away the bowler there, Hitesh Patel. "96 for 5. JNS Toros struck away hard through the offside, down towards the man sweeping in the deep. Single to him. 13 overs have been bowled here. 97 for 5 are the JNS Toros. Gurmeet Singh now to Neeraj Parab. Pulled away. Down towards long on. Vikas Arora has gone through quickly for the first. They'll settle down for a single here. The role for Vikas Arora is clearly to just take a single and give Neeraj Parab the strike whilst he's out there. He will get settled in the bargain as well, will Vikas Arora. Gurmeet Singh. Different operator with the ball is Gurmeet Singh. Slow in the air. Does not bowl conventional left arm spinners. Prefers bowling seam up. Well bowled there. Beaten out to the line of the off stump. Vikas Arora. Goes big, does Vikas Arora here. Finds the boundary. Very good shot. Full toss. Converted it into a boundary. That's what you need to see as a JNS Toros spectator, fan, family member or teammate. Was well outside the line of the off stump. He fetched it from there and parked it at mid wicket for 4. Goes big down the ground this time. And all the way for 4. So Neeraj Parab getting a partner who's turning it on as well along with him. Getting some support from the other end. Now it's Vikas Arora who's turning it on. Consecutive boundaries here for Vikas Arora. Gurmeet Singh proving a tad expensive here. Solidly done. Much better delivery. Straight back to the bowler. Runs are coming thick and fast lately for the JNS Toros. At one point of time they were really struggling. But now they're in with a fight. It all comes down to this partnership in the match, I believe. If they were to come close to the total, it's going to be this partnership that would have made most of the runs. 14 overs have been bowled. 107 for 5 are the JNS Toros with the power play taken. Jairaj Bisht with the ball in hand. Vikas Arora on strike. 6 overs, 76 runs. Well bowled, very well bowled by Jairaj Bisht. Go through for a single. Do Neeraj Parab and Vikas Arora. By default, the 15th and the 16th over become power play overs here. The rules are different in power play in this tournament. First 4 overs are mandatory power play overs. Goes over the top. There is long off in place. Will only get a single. Will Neeraj Parab. So the first 4 overs are mandatory power play overs, and thereafter there is a batting power play over. Batting power play of 2 overs, which can be taken between the 11th and the 16th. If a batting team fails to take it by the 15th and the 16th by default become batting power play overs, like in this case. Now Vikas Arora on strike. Goes down the ground. There is long on and long off. The 2 men out in the deep in the power play. So the idea is to bowl full and straight. Neeraj Parab has to find the square boundaries now. Anything over the offside or the onside will be boundaries. The way Neeraj Parab has batted reminds me a tad of Sachin Tendulkar, our very own hero. Goes over the top and will go for 4. As I said, square boundaries will be boundaries if he gets it through the infield or over the infield. Scoreboard moves on to 114 with that boundary. Let's take a look at this again. Was outside the line of the leg stump was that ball. Made a little bit of room for himself, did Neeraj Parab there, and swung his bat through the onside. Very good batting from Neeraj Parab. Goes over the top of the offside this time, and this will be 4 more. Consecutive boundaries here coming from the bat of Neeraj Parab. As you can see, the JNS Toros believe that they can chase this down now. This is the kind of momentum that is required for the JNS Toros to go home or to come close. On the other hand, the JNS Mustangs know that it's a matter of 1 wicket. The wicket of Neeraj Parab might seal the deal for them. And he's coming after them at the moment. Here we go. Bowled him, that's it. Jairaj Bisht has done the business. And the innings of Neeraj Parab that promised a lot has finally come to a closure. 80 he made of 40 balls. And the 15th over has come to an end. Ball not bouncing as much as Neeraj Parab expected. And Jairaj Bisht bowled it on the stumps. You miss, I hit. That's exactly what happened there. 15 overs have been bowled. 118 for 6 are the JNS Toros, needing 65 in 30 balls. Jai Begani, the man on strike. Rohit Saraf, the bowler. Well bowled, Rohit. 29 balls, 65 runs to get. Jai Begani. What can he do? We've seen Vikas Arora strike a couple of boundaries in 2 balls of Gurmeet Singh. 118 for 6. JNS Toros have just lost their man in action. Parab. Straight back over the bowler's head. Down towards the man in the deep for a single. Rohit Saraf, the man with the ball in hand. Jai Bigani, the man with the bat in hand. Well bowled, very well bowled. Asking the question. Probably a bit too high there. Now Vikas Arora on strike. Vikas is the senior batsman out there. He's faced 14 deliveries for his 17. He needs to take the attack to the JNS Mustangs here. Final 3 balls in the power play to come. In fact, we'll get a single with Vikas Arora here. And brings Jai Bigani on strike. So this last over of the power play, nothing's really happening in the form of boundaries after Neeraj Parab's gone for 80 in 44 balls. "62 runs required in 26 balls. That's a lot of runs. Jai Bigani has just come into bat. One can't just expect him to explode straight away. He will take some time. Vikas Arora needed to actually take the bowling on in this over. Not to be the case so far. So a power play over just going by with 3 singles taken in the 5 balls that have been bowled. Well bowled. Worked away straight to square leg. No run there. 16th over has come to an end. 121 for 6 are the JNS Toros. It's going to be Hitesh Patel now bowling over the wicket to Vikas Arora. 62 runs required in 4 overs. The man who could have done it for them is in the dugout. Neeraj Parab, that is. Hitesh Patel. Down the ground. Running the first one. He's coming back for the second is Jai Bigani. Will make it in the end. Well run. JNS Toros. 60 required now of 23. Vikas Arora. What can he do with the bat? 20 of 16 so far. Played away into the onside. And they're coming back for another couple of runs. So Vikas Arora doing it in twos at the moment. Nevertheless, 4 runs have come off 2 balls. That's not bad in any way. But they need a bit more. They need to find the boundaries here. Vikas Arora has to be the man to deliver for them. Hitesh Patel's a good operator with the ball. It's not going to be easy taking him on. That was perilously close to the leg stump. The wicketkeeper has grasped the ball. The ball's gone between his legs for 4. JNS Toros still believe they're in with a chance. Byes would have been signalled. What was the wicketkeeper doing out there? Manoj Bidwai, the keeper, not bending at all to catch that ball. Hitesh Patel, Vikas Arora. Outside edge, straight to short third man, no run there. "54 runs required of 20 balls. 21 balls rather. Bowled him. The pole's ruptured. Whenever you bowl straight, that's the advantage. If the batsman misses, you definitely hit. And Vikas Arora dying for the cause in the quest to up the ante. JNS Toros lose their 7th at the score of 129 with 3.1 overs to come. Hitesh Patel to the new batsman. Shobhan Parekh picks up a single of the very first ball. Gets off the mark, does Shobhan Parekh. 17 overs have been bowled here. 130 for 7 are the JNS Toros. Jimmy Shah, the new bowler introduced into the attack, has bowled a couple of overs for 19 runs so far. As Jimmy has been a tad expensive because Neeraj Parab went after him. Now bowling to Shobhan Parekh. 53 needed of 3 overs. They needed Neeraj Parab out there for them. The state of the match would have been different by now. But kudos to the Mustangs for getting him in the end. Driven on the up, down towards third man for a single. 52 now runs required of 17 balls. Can these two turn it around? Can they swing their magic wand in the form of their bats around? Jai Begani on strike. Well bowled, Jimmy Shah. On the stumps, no room given to the batsman to swing their arms. Now Shobhan Parekh on strike. Very well bowled by Jimmy Shah there, perilously close to the off stump. Jimmy Shah. Doing it with the ball in hand. Shobhan Parekh there. Missing a straight ball really. Well bowled on the stumps. Shobhan will pick up a single here. Now Jai Begani. Singles will not do the job for them. They need boundaries and sixes. They need Jai Begani to go big on this ball. They need him to go out of the ground at the moment. Walks out, straight drive. Gets a fingertip, does the bowler, and the ball ricochets from the fingers onto the stumps. Another wicket goes down for the JNS Toros, the 8th one down for them. Jai Begani walking down to the bowler, straight drive. And Shobhan was almost kissing his striker, Jai Begani, there, whilst the ball hit the stumps off the fingers of the bowler Jimmy Shah. Right up there, driven straight to extra cover. They will pick up a quick single here. In fact, they're going to get another run. Okay, they're thinking about the third. Will settle down for a couple rather. 18 overs have been completed. 135 for 8 are the JNS Toros. Jairaj Bisht, the man with the ball in hand, to bowl the penultimate over. Well bowled, Jairaj. Jai Bigani will get a single here. Now Jekin Shah, the new batsman, on strike. 11 balls, 47. But who is it who will hit the big sixes? Because that's what's needed out there. Does Jekin Shah have it in him to hit the big sixes? That is the question that JNS Toros have to answer. Well bowled, Jairaj Bisht. Okay, he's caught one in the wrong region by the looks of it. Jai Bigani, the batsman there, he will take some time here. Does take some time to claw back from that hit. Not too serious, luckily. That's the last thing you want to see. Jairaj Bish to Jai Bigani. JB to JB. Down the ground. Towards long off for a single here. $137 for 8. JNS Toros. They're going down here. But what's good to see is they're going down fighting. At one point in time, they were in serious trouble when they had lost 4 wickets within 3 overs. But it was the Lone Ranger, Neeraj Parab, who fought till the very end whilst he was out there. Made 80 single-handedly of just 44 balls. That's how good that innings was from him. The only man that looked like doing it for them. Jairaj Bish staying in line there. Probably trying to put in a lot more effort into the ball at the delivery stride. 8 balls, 45 runs. JNS Mustangs overall have had a fantabulous match. First with the bat in hand, managed 181. Now with the ball in hand, they've been comfortable bowling to the JNS Toros, except for Neeraj Parab. They've happily bowled at the other batsman. It's good to see Jairaj Bisht with the figures. Picked up a couple of wickets already. He's bowling his final over. Well bowled. Very well bowled, Jairaj Bisht. He finishes off with figures of 30 runs given away in his 4 overs and picking up a couple of wickets. 19 overs have been bowled. 138 for 8 are the JNS Toros. Chirag Shah, the new bowler, introduced into the attack for the first time to bowl the final over of the innings. 138 for 8. Down the ground for a single. That's all that it will be. 44 runs required of 5 balls. Mathematically out of the equation. Because nobody seems to be striking the sixes here. Even no balls and free hits might not do it for them. Played away into the offside for a single. No run there. 43 required of 4. Sounds totally absurd. Goes over the top. Does Jai Bigani. Long off. Will misjudge it. But long on doing well to back up long off. Eventually get a couple of runs to the batsman. JNS Toros will lose by a big margin here. In T20 cricket, well over 20-25 runs is a big win. Here the margin is 40 already. Down the leg side will be signalled a wide. Chirag was given the ball to see how he fares with the ball. They had enough of resources to bowl the last over in the bowling department. But they're trying him before the knockouts to see what he has in store for them. Whether or not he can be another bowling option. Straight to backward point there. Just a single. A ball to come now in the 20th. Down the ground towards long on. Will pick up a single. That's it. That's the end of the match. JNS Mustangs winning the match comprehensively by 36 runs and sealing the deal for the JNS Mustangs. It was the JNS Toros. They won the toss, wanted to chase, selected to field. Put in JNS Mustangs. Jaisal Tucker, what a knock, 60 of just 36 balls. Jimmy Shah chipped in with 45 of 39. Then when the JNS Toros came into bat, they managed only 146 in front of the 182 posted by the JNS Mustangs. Neeraj Parab faring like a star for them. 80 he made of 44 balls. Vikas Arora 22 of 20 balls. Harish Shroff 9 of 14, not good enough on the given evening. In the bowling department, it was Gurmeet Singh who picked up a couple of wickets. 2 wickets in 2 balls successively for Gurmeet Singh in his 3 overs. Gave away 27 runs. Rohit Saraf picked up a couple of wickets, bowled economically in his 4 overs, giving away only 15 runs. Jairaj Bisht in his 4 overs gave away 30 runs and picked up a couple of wickets. And Hitesh Patel as well in his 4 overs was economical, giving away only 18 runs and picking up a wicket. As a result, JNS Mustangs winning the match by 36 runs and overhauling their opponents comfortably in the end. Well, we're not done for the evening. We have another mouth-watering contest coming your way. So do stay tuned in. We'll bring you the next match in 10 to 15 minutes from now. Thank you for watching.